Today, from my home, I came running, and this is my 3 kilometer mark. And people are putting socks and stuff also, but I thought maybe just be natural. So I have to remember this is the tree, is my 3 kilometer mark, and this is the thing which may fall off. How else do I remember? You know, the trackers in African jungles, they can track even people who have gone through the jungle even after 1 week. I don't know whether it's a smell or some sixth sense or whatever. So I have to come back to this place without my GPS telling me you are 3 kilometers. I think I'll remember this and this. I'll take a snap as well. So I'm going to go back. This is my Saturday long run, 6 kilometers, preparing for a half marathon end of this year. It's a Flitchway half marathon. So basically this is the Flitchway, parallel to the main road B1256, going to Dunmore, coming from the M11 exit 8. So it used to be a rail track at some stage, and I learned so much about running here. Time now is 9 o'clock because it's Saturday. I started a bit late, uploaded 2 videos on YouTube about food and movement. So whenever I come here, I get ideas. Obviously, I'm recording this, I will upload this. Running is fantastic, you know. Mental health, yes. BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor, which is like a fertilizer for your brain development and neuroplasticity. So look at this. Gazing horizon actually improve your short-sightedness, myopia, because we are born to be in nature, running, lifting, pushing, even sometimes fighting with other people to save our own life. You know, the 2 kids who got stabbed to death in Nottingham. My son studies there in Nottingham Medical School, first year, now second year going to be. And imagine, he was telling me that I was walking exactly where they were stabbed just an hour ago, coming from the party. You know, the college kids, they go to nightclubs and stuff. And imagine, these are the 2 top kids, you know, athletic, intelligent, performing at a high level, no enemies. Just some random person will come from your back, and you know, and you think like, okay, fine, if it's me, okay, what I can do, I can run really fast if I want to. But what about my family? If I'm with somebody who cannot run, what I'm going to do? How I'm going to protect that person? So should you not learn a little bit of self-defense? And what I saw is that if some people are really learning karate and Wing Chun, they become a bit more composed, more under control. Not that they want to show off their fighting skill. If they truly understood the basic of martial arts, like Bruce Lee, who was my like a childhood guru, I say mind like water. So if you are a true martial artist, you will be very calm, like Bruce Lee. But when you need, you can be super fast. That's called plyometrics. So there is one is endurance, like long distance running, and the other is strength, which is like how much resistance you can push. And the other thing is that what is the shortest time you can give a blast, you know, like jump. And this is still one of the thing I think the test in Navy SEALs, like how far can you jump, like sport jump, how tall you can go to. So these are plyometrics. Similarly with karate punch or boxing, you need to learn how to deliver a blow, one correct spot. You need to know the anatomy, which I know thanks to my medical training, nerves, where is the weak points, choke holes. So some of this self-defense, not to attack but to defend, I think everybody needs to know to protect your loved ones, strangers who are helpless, you know. And also think about the people who are doing this mindlessly. They need help. And you know, I was very surprised and impressed when I hear sometimes the victims' parents, they say that I don't carry any hate in my heart, and we shouldn't, because hate, anger, it just burns oneself from inside. Rather than that, I'll see what can I do. My loved one is gone, my daughter, my son, my brother, my sister, they are gone. Maybe somebody took some overdose. So my job will be to make sure there's not a single kid that I know suffering from mental health issues, rage, depression, loneliness, I will help them. Let's make a group, let's make an organization, let's make an NGO. That's how all this revolution starts. Tiny fire, tiny spark that leads to a big movement like Park Run. Every Saturday, no matter what, 9 o'clock, which is now, there'll be most of the parks in UK. There'll be a bunch of really positive people of all age, all disabilities and abilities. They will just walk, jog, run, sprint. Some even finish the 5K in 20 minutes. They have got lungs like horses, I think. So this is it. You get ideas, and there is an interesting thing happens when you are in nature doing the same workout, but in nature. It's kind of green therapy. It makes you relax. It makes you more parallel thinker rather than vertical thinker. It's a right brain thinking pattern. So obviously when I film and I cannot run, so this is my zone 1 now. So let's show you what is zone 2. This is zone 2. So this is the speed of the zone 2, and you can see my heart rate. Obviously my zone 2 might not be your zone 2. Maybe you are in zone 1. You are much fitter than me. But somebody who is not very deconditioned, they are zone 2. Maybe my sub-zone 1. So the higher you go, and I want to show what's my zone 3. So this is my zone 3. I'll be finding it quite difficult to talk pretty soon. I'm just catching up. And if I go to zone 4, you cannot talk. It was sprinting, right? And it's a muddy path. Zone 5, I better not go. I'm now back to my zone 2. But now, my zone 2 speed is actually zone 1 because I'm still recovering from my sprint. There's a pigeon. So, sometimes, if you got ADHD, if your brain is too fast, firing on all 4 cylinders, you need physical exertion. You need to vent some of this energy on physical movement so that you can focus. So, the problem with ADHD is not that we cannot focus. If we want to focus, we can focus extremely deep. We can forget about the rest of the world only if you give me interesting topic, interesting to me. Not what is interesting I'm supposed to be, studies or whatever. And because I don't like boring things, I'll switch pretty fast. But with ADHD brain, they can multi-switch. So even if I'm in an environment where I need to pay attention, but I'm doing something else, if you ask me my opinion, I'll give an opinion to you and you will not realize that I was not even listening to you. But yes, I have devoted 30% of my mental bandwidth to whatever you're saying. So you think, what's the matter? This guy was doing something else. How he's talking to me with some facts and figures. So that's the strange and beautiful thing about our brains. We can do that. But if you're a vertical thinker, it's impossible. You need time to go deep, and you're so entrenched in the depth, you cannot shift. But we are always swimming on the surface. But if you want to go deep, we can go extremely deep. So we need a re-nomenclature of attention deficit. It is not attention deficit. Look, there's a wildlife coming. No, it's a domestic cat. It should be not attention deficit, attention shifting, hyperkinetic. Yes, we are hyperkinetic. We talk fast, we run fast, we use our hand gesture quite a lot. Okay, I'm talking very fast, I should slow down. Anyway, when you run, your heart rate, blood pressure all goes up. You're in a state of mild agitation. And this mild agitation actually gives you the edge to push. But in an extreme, it can even be like an anxiety attack or panic attack. And there are many things that a person who always run on the high cylinder needs to learn how to calm their brain down, like NSDR, non-sleep deep rest, like yoga nidra, like breath work, ventilation, like balancing act. So sometimes you should just close your eyes and try to see if you can find stuff with eyes closed. like our blind friends will do. So yeah, so I'm going to stop now because I need to run. Sorry. You can come. This is Flitchway, Flitch. Fantastic path to run. Very good for knees and spine and mental health. See you then next time.